everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Talisha and I also go by CreativiTeeByT, and today I am sharing with you my birthday dress. So before we get started, I just want to thank you so much for coming to the channel and stopping by to see my birthday dress. And I wanted to say that I hope you enjoyed the intro of my husband playing the happy birthday song to me. That really was him playing, and he has been classically trained to play since he was 16 years old, and so he has been playing for some time now, and we are a house full of music, and I just thought it would be nice to incorporate a little bit of that with you all. I absolutely enjoy listening to him play, and I just wanted to share that snippet with you, so thank you so much for watching. So my birthday is actually Monday, and I am one that always wants something new to wear on my birthday to celebrate another chapter of this thing called life. And not that it's necessary, but it's just something that makes me feel good. So since I've been sewing, I have been making my birthday outfits, and on Monday we are going to go to Papados, which is a seafood kitchen restaurant, and this dress is what I am going to wear. So for this year, I decided to make McCall's 8089 View B, which is the most detailed view within this pattern. And I picked this pattern because I thought it was super cute. It is in line with the tiered trend that has been pretty popular this summer, and I like this dress because not only is it super cute, but it is not low cut in the front and it's not too short, and because of that I can wear it to multiple type of occasions. I use this multicolored ankara fabric that I absolutely love to make this dress in. I used almost the whole entire 6 yards to create this look. I only had enough left to make my husband a tie, and then there was a bunch of scraps left, which I can make quite a few things out of those scraps because they're bigger pieces of scraps, but it was definitely not enough to be able to make any type of garment whatsoever, but that's okay because I like to use my bundles that way. So let's talk about the pattern that I used again to make this. But before we get started, don't forget to drop a few comments in the comment section below so that I know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so already. So back to the pattern. Again, I used McCall's 8089 and I made View B. The description is Mrs. Dresses with elastic waist, and it has sleeve and skirt ruffle variations, and the bodice also has an option of having a tie or a ruffle. So I chose the ruffle, but the tie kind of comes on the side of the collar stand, but like I said, I did not make that view. So the skill level is set as easy, and it is easy. However, that easy comes with a price because it is time consuming. This is just not some two-seam dress. You are going to be sewing, you are going to be threading some elastic, you are going to be hemming, okay? However, when you have more details to a dress, your dress is usually more pretty, you know, or more expensive looking, you know, however you want to word it. So I'm okay with that. The notions needed to make this dress is going to be 2 7/8 yard of 1/4 inch elastic, and View B needs 1 package of 1/2 inch single fold bias tape, and that is to create the casing for the ruffle and the sleeves. Now the pattern sizing comes in size 6 to 22, and the size that I cut is a size 18. I do think that overall it looks like the drawing on the pattern cover, and the instructions for the most part were easy to follow, but they were not very clear for the view that I sewed when it came to layering everything in the front to sew the ruffle down. So to start, the bodice has a very small V shape to it once you cut it out, but when you sew the ruffle together, the V in the ruffle, I should say, is much longer. On top of that, the V that was on the facing is just as short as the bodice. So you have all 3 layers, 1, 2, and then the facing is underneath 3. You have all 3 layers sandwiched together, but the V's don't match up. Like I said, you have them sandwiched together, but the fabric in the middle, which is going to be your ruffle, which was longer than all the pieces. So I had to be careful that I stitched it down properly on the stitching line, and after stitching it down, you have to cut through to get the proper V neckline in order to get the garment over your head. Now I only see this as being a little confusing for view B because that's the only view that had to incorporate the ruffle. Like I said, because the bodice on the other views, they had no ruffles. It was just bodice and facing, which all kind of matched up with the V size. So there would not be any discrepancies, but this kind of put me over because I had a hard time moving on to the next step because it just was not making sense to me. But I just used my common sense and it all worked out. You know, it wasn't a hard thing. It's just that you would think that the instructions would be a little bit more clear, or at least have some type of illustration. So the things that I liked about the pattern, I absolutely like the gathered ruffles. I like the tiers on the dress. I like the sleeve options, and I also like the sleeve used the bias tape to make the gathered ruffle actually on the sleeve. But in general, I just like the pattern. I like the style overall. I think it's actually very nice, and I liked all views. But the only thing that I disliked was the unclear instructions with the bodice flounce for view B, and that there were no illustrations, like I said before. The one other thing that I did not like is that on one of the tiers, the raw edge was exposed because you have to sew the tier on the fabric with both right sides facing up. So because of that, I plan to sew bias tape over that exposed edge, which would give it like a Hong Kong finish. But the pattern does not instruct you to do that. It does not give you the option to do that. So if you don't know to do that, you could be walking around and the wind would blow and up comes your exposed raw edge, and it's not pretty. So the fabric that I use is 100% cotton, and it is Ankara African print fabric. Very, very pretty. Love the colors, love the shapes. I mean, very, very good purchase. The one thing I will say about this fabric, for some reason it wrinkles like crazy. It kind of reminds me of how linen wrinkles for some reason. I don't really know why, but because there's so many colors and shapes and it's busy, it's not super noticeable, so I'm okay with that. I purchased this from Afrique clothing store, which is a Etsy shop, and I did not make any type of alterations or modifications at all within this pattern. And I don't have any recommended suggestions, you know, other than just making sure you just kind of follow your common sense when it comes to view B and attaching this flounce. I would definitely recommend it to others. But like I said, if you're a beginner and you don't want to get confused with this whole attaching the flounce, and just stick to views A and B. So now I will enter clips and pictures to show you more of my birthday dress. is it for my birthday dress. I'm super excited about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked how my dress turned out, and I hope you liked how my husband serenaded me with his piano playing for my birthday. And if you did, please click the like button and stay tuned to the channel, because I will be posting the next Fruity Fashion Collection garment very soon, and then after that there will only be one more left. Also, make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you can be notified whenever I upload a video, so that you don't miss any uploads. And let me know in the comments if you want to see a little footage of my birthday dinner, and if so, I will include that in an upcoming video, or I can make a short and post a small clip here on YouTube, whatever seems more fitted. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all my new and returning subscribers, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!